Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you have to check out the fastest rising podcast in all of professional wrestling. I'm talking about the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. If you're looking for pay-per-view predictions, if you're looking for pay-per-view reviews, if you're looking for interviews, check out the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Crash and Burn!
Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the fastest rising podcast in professional wrestling, the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Tonight, we'll be reviewing WrestleMania 32, which is the biggest WrestleMania attendance. 101,763.
101, was it? Ah, okay.
101,763, yeah.
Ah, okay, so I got the numbers flipped.
And that took place at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody in. First up, we have the person who attended the show, James here.
Yes, hello everybody. Unfortunately, I haven't been a part of too many of these, but let's going forward. 2021 is I made it a personal goal to attend more, and then this one's special to me because that was the WrestleMania that I attended, the first and only, and I want to say that was the deciding factor into me entering the wrestling industry and trying to, do this thing which is called professional wrestling. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Awesome. Next up, Antwan's here.
Hey everybody, it's great to be back for another edition of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Specifically for this episode, this is one of my favorite WrestleManias, so I knew I couldn't miss this one. WrestleMania 32 will always hold a special place in my heart. So many memories, so many moments. So let's get down to going back down memory lane.
Oh yeah,
awesome. Next up, she's back, Ryleigh.
Hi. That relates to what James said because it's the WrestleMania I knew I wrestle, and we'll go into more detail later. But I'm happy that I get to support one of my favorite manias. I'm very excited.
All right. Next up, Wyatt.
Yes, happy Saturday, everyone. I got myself awake last minute because I fell asleep out of nowhere earlier. So thankfully, I was able to wake up to be part of this episode. And yeah, we're going to be reviewing WrestleMania 32. I have attended WrestleMania, but I attended WrestleMania 35, but not 32. But 32 was a pretty good WrestleMania. It was the biggest attendance of all time. And it was definitely a great WrestleMania. You got to see some iconic moments in it, and it got to happen in the big state of Texas. So I'm excited to review this pay-per-view.
We have a Texas man here.
Yeah. And I got to have a WrestleMania party that same exact night. So let's get the card rolling and referee, ring the bell, and let's go travel back on our time machine to 2016.
Next up is Lucas.
Well, hello. This is actually one of the great WrestleManias that it's decent in some way, but some of them just wasn't it in my opinion. But we'll get into those. But it actually was a good WrestleMania in my opinion, but yeah. All
right. Last but not least, the Grim Reaper has arrived. Sammy's in the background. Whoa!
Oh shit! He got a whole gear!
Greetings, Magical Reapers. It is I, the Grim Reaper. Welcome to another episode of the Crash Wrestling Podcast. We're going way back to WrestleMania 32, which was probably the most boring fucking WrestleMania ever. And I'll explain why. Ring the fucking bell. Let's get started.
Okay. All right then. Well, jumping straight to the match card then. Kicking off with the pre-shows. Kalisto defeated Ryback for the U.S. title. James, how about you start it off?
Well, I mean, so okay. Just kind of a little backstory on that day. I woke up at I believe 6:30 a.m. to go get a workout in the hotel I was staying at. Was part of the DFW airport, and I thought I was good. 6:30 a.m. You know, getting the guys up at 7:30. We were rolling out about 8:30. We get to the freaking the highway to get to the AT&T Stadium, and we are backed up until about maybe 11. We walked to find a person that can give us a ride to the stadium, and that took about another hour. We were outside for a total of 7 hours before we got inside. So I didn't even get to see that match. I saw it on my phone. Dude, I was in line, bro. That's how many people. When you say the attendance thing, it is no joke. And I was not in there until the Dudley Boys went on, believe it or not. And I was sprinting up 9 to 10 flights of stairs to get to my seat because that's how high I was sitting. So, I mean, that match I saw outside. It was a Ryback match, and that's pretty much all I can say. It was entertaining. Kalisto is always, dude. That Sunset del Sol that he does, or what? The thing is that you know, can a person like Ryback take that move without having something bad happen? But I was outside actually waiting for the. I was not going to miss the Dallas 316 shirt and the Brock Lesnar Dallas Texas shirt. The welcome the Suplex City. So I was in line for those two shirts while that match was happening.
Wow.
Yeah, it was huge, man. It was
all right. Cool. All right. The Grim Reaper.
It was alright, I guess. It was nothing too spectacular. I kind of wish Ryback would have won that, because really, fucking Pipsqueak Kalisto won. Come on.
Okay.
The greatest Pipsqueak of all time.
All right. Ryleigh, you go.
I don't even think that I watched that match, to be honest, because I thought it was just going to be a snooze match. Ryback, I kind of forgot he was even in WrestleMania 32. Because did he leave? Yeah, is that when he left, or was he?
Left a few months later after that. He left.
Yeah, a few months later he left.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that Kalisto did win, but I'm kind of glad they put him over rather than Ryback because it made him look stronger and they kind of gave him the push that he needed. So I was pretty happy with it.
Okay. Antwan.
I remember seeing this match. I thought it was pretty good. Solid work by Kalisto and Ryback. I think they delivered some pretty solid match.
All right. Wyatt.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, as much as Ryback has said some fucked up shit on social media and such, honestly, it's just a match that you can just call a pre-show match. Like Kalisto delivering the Selena Gomez to Ryback, I guess, was something normal to see. But and I do have, and if you didn't know, the match is actually on this DVD. If you didn't know, this match never even happened on the pre-show, so that's all I'm gonna really see. And pretty much, I actually do see Kalisto kind of leaving WWE soon. His contract expires like the end of the year. And I believe he had some issues happen backstage and such. And basically, Kalisto's had his time. Ryback left in bad terms, but Kalisto was a very forgettable U.S. champion, and I guess I kind of expected him to retain. But it would have been nice to see Ryback as U.S. champ. Like, I've always liked Ryback in WWE, but his behavior on the internet and shit, like talking about being a vegan on social media and such.
Oh yeah, right.
So weird. Like you talk about loving meat and such, and now you're a vegan. Like I don't get it, buddy. Like there's some
vegan juice head.
But there's something he does, but that's just him. I'm not going to too much, but you can move forward to the next one.
All right, well, that's Lucas.
Ryback could see this and block our account.
He did?
He will.
Good.
He will.
Let me say this.
Your ass.
can't speak one day. Let me say this about Ryback. I liked Ryback back in the day, and then I hated him back. Now I hate him now, to be honest. Like, what he says on social media and everything, it's just bullshit. Like, you're not vegan at all. Like, you don't even look like you're a vegan. Like, that's just straight up bullshit. Let me just get that out of the way. And Kalisto, it's just like Sin Cara. He just botches like legit everything. Just basically, he's basically a great value, Sin Cara. Even though they're part of Lucha Dragons and everything, but I know everything's not perfect, everything, but still, like, you don't, because you messed up your entrance Survivor Series. You did a bunch of things. You messed up against Ryback with the arm drag, and you almost died in Payback, and with that apron spot, whatever it was. So Ryback deserved better, in my opinion, but I don't know. I don't know what it's about him. I just didn't like him.
You know what?
Like,
I think they should have used him as an entertainment draw like Hogan. You know, like have 5 moves, crush everybody like Goldberg, and that's it. Because he just, like, from a wrestler standpoint, it just seems he had a very common occurrence of not keeping people safe, and that's not good. Because you don't, like, the last thing as a wrestler that I would ever want to do is put someone else's career at stake because I have the inability to keep them safe. If I can't keep them safe, I'm going to keep my moveset to something that can and keep it and understand my role. I'm going to know my role. If I'm not championship material because I can only do 5 moves, I'm going to be that rip my shirt off Hogan character and then just let my character take the work. And I think that's where the issue lied, was that the work in the ring, the actual dance, he just there was stutter steps, and he was very, very aggressive in a sport that, yes, there's physicality, but dude, you're not trying to freaking kill everybody that you go out there with.
exactly.
Yeah, good point there,
I
man.
think I remember asking Ryback. I was on a Crash and Burn account going on Ryback's live stream, and I asked Ryback's like, ask questions, people. And then I asked Ryback, how toxic is the internet wrestling community? And then you know he responded back, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Listen, I think this match was solid to kick off the pre-show.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about it. I'm gonna say that. It's Kalisto and Ryback. Wait, what do you expect?
Well, this next match is Team Total Divas, and that features Alicia Fox, Brie Bella, Eva Marie, Natalya, and Paige, defeating Team Bad and Blonde, Emma, Lana, Naomi, Summer Rae, and Tamina by submission. And that was a 10-woman tag team match.
What is this? What is this? What is this? SmackDown with Teddy Love or something?
All right. Well, Ryleigh, you can go ahead.
I personally the match, all the women got to play their talents a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that was Brie Bella's retirement match when she left to have Birdie, I believe. And the ending was just not with her. And I think it was Naomi. And then I think Bella came out and like helped Brie kind of celebrate that retirement. So like loved the match, even though the crowd was like getting on even. You can't wrestle, but I didn't even think she was. But whatever. I was very happy overall.
All right. Go ahead, James.
This was again one of those matches I was outside for. I don't want to say luckily. Look, here's the thing. You gotta understand.
You watch on your phone though.
Huh?
You watch on your phone though.
Exactly. So, and this is just this. You can call this a subjective bias standpoint. That's fine. But I'm gonna try to be objective as possible. I grew up in the. I was born in '92, so I got the tail end of the Attitude Era. And the Divas thing was cool to me, but there was times where I was just like, other than the matches with Trish and Victoria and Lita and Trish and Molly Holly, other than those select few, it seemed like, the sexuality was exploited. And I, of course, at the time, I didn't know. I was young. But I viewed, like, this WrestleMania was that butterfly title went up in flames, and it went away forever. And I got to see that happen, and I was very, very proud. Because not because of me hating on the Divas or that era. No. If talent is talent and they're in the WWE, they're there for a reason, no matter who they are. But to see the women get their own championship that was modeled after the WWE title. And to see Charlotte Flair take that, which we will talk about soon. I mean, that was just that was the beginning of that revolution. I got to see it. I'm glad that match that preceded the show was that last Divas era titled match.
Mm-hmm.
And now the women aren't referred to as divas. They're referred to as women wrestlers and or superstars, which they should have always been. There never should have been a division, and that's what I respect about that WrestleMania. That moment, that whole aspect of it. Besides the Brie Bella whole match, it was great. They did their thing. You know, they went out great, but it led to something more, and that's what I think they were going for. And if that's what they were going for in that pre-show match, to say, hey, let's open this up. Let's show what we got for that last bit of the Divas era. Let's go out hot. And let's really put these other women over in terms of moving on to the women's revolution. And if that's what their job was, they did it well. They did it well. Mm-hmm. They ended the Divas era, and it was the perfect women to do it, the Bella Twins.
Yeah.
And all of them that were involved.
Yeah, there you go. All right, the Grim Reaper.
For what it was okay. But the only thing I really liked about this match was that it was a good way for Brie Bella to go into quote-unquote retirement. But whatever. For what it was all right.
Yeah. All right, Lucas.
Okay, so I want to give just a fact that I think really WWE is really known for. Like, I think really WWE is really known for, like, I really think they say retirement, but they're not really retiring. Like, for example, The Undertaker in 2017, WrestleMania 33. Everyone thought he was going to retire, but he came back the year later, WrestleMania 34. Brie Bella was supposed to retire in 2016, but she came back like 2 years later or something like that for the Royal Rumble and everything. Yeah. And there's just so many people that retired, but they came back and everything. I think Hogan retired and he came back, I believe. I'm not sure about that.
Goldberg too.
Yeah, Goldberg too. Yeah, forgot about Goldberg.
He retired in 2017, then he came back in like 2018. Now he keeps coming back and back and back.
Sadly. This is why my depression is bad. I see Goldberg on my screen every single time.
Well,
yeah.
It's not even depression. It's not even depression. It's just Goldpression. You just get depressed when you see Goldberg.
I hate to say this, Lucas. I hate to say this, but Goldberg's contract doesn't expire until 2023. He gets 2 matches per year.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay, where's the nearest gun station? Shoot myself in the head now. But one thing I gotta say is that it's a good way to retire retire the Divas and retire everything. That just I really hated WWE when they did this to the women though. Like they just like sexualized them. I don't know why. I don't know what they were kind of thinking. In my opinion, just coming from a standpoint, it was just stupid to me personally. Like we get sneak peeks now and then, but it's just like stupid having every single night. Like give these women a fucking chance, like to like actually show what they're about and not just focus on the men that put on good matches week after week. The women also gotta do their part too, not just be, just be sexualized. To be honest, it's just stupid.
And you know what? A lot of it, dude. The '90s were different. It was like, and I don't want to say like, oh, dude, I was like, in '99, I think I was like 8 years old, or was I 6? I don't know. Whatever. I was young. It's not like I like really like, I experienced the '90s, but I do remember, dude. There was less censorship. Like Jerry Springer, like things like that. Like there was things that were on TV that now would not necessarily be okay. And Vince really was trying to push the envelope because you had WCW doing their thing, and I mean, it was a different time. And then I think not the mistake, because I don't think anything they've ever done was a mistake, but I think maybe something they just pushed it into the 2000 era, and it just didn't work because it was a different time. And people at that point in time, I think, wanted indie wrestling started getting hot, and people wanted to see wrestling. They didn't want to see those bra and panties matches anymore. They didn't want to see the
That's why
throwing.
the fans wanted it PG, and then they turned it. And I hate the PG rating because it's killing. It makes WWE go downfall. That's why I prefer for WWE to be TV-14, so it makes something for the fans to look forward every week. Like, that's why they had to take the dancers off Raw Underground. But thankfully, my wife, Liv Morgan, actually defended it. But, yeah, like, fans complained about it on Twitter because I know fans get very sensitive nowadays. We can't have TV-14 to come back. That's why we can't have any. That's why they cancel Raw Underground.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
only thing we gotta say is that it was just okay, but once we get to the main card, I'll get some more detail what I think about it. But I'm just gonna say it's okay.
We only have one more match in the pre-show, then we can move on to the main card.
All right.
Okay. Wyatt, you haven't gone yet. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about time that went. All I'm gonna tell you is it was just a solid match for a pre-show. I mean, it was Brie Bella's retirement match and all, but all I'm gonna tell you is I'm damn excited to see Eva Marie come back and manage for Angel Garza.
Come on, Wyatt. All right.
Did anyone hear what I just said?
I heard you.
Yep, Antwan's in his bed lying in it.
All right,
I'm not lying in bed.
Antwan. He can go ahead.
Not lying in bed, but that was I thought it was I guess it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't really too much care for her. I guess that was the way of writing Brie off. But of course, eventually she came back after the baby and everything. So, okay match, I suppose.
Yeah, agreed. Anyways, the Usos defeated the Dudley Boys tag team match. All right, well, go ahead, Lucas.
I do not know what about this match, but I really hate the Usos in early 2016. Like, I hate about them. They were just freaking bland. Like, they were just like so bland that I can't even stand them anymore.
Yeah.
But once they turned heel, was it August or September? I really got into them again. But the Dudleys are one of the legendary tag teams, and they still got some good pops and everything, and they still put some good matches and everything. But it's like it's not that time, you have to like waste it up, and you just got to retire the tag team and everything. Like there was not that time for the Dudley Boys, basically. It was about that time too for them because I don't think this era will fit them because they're more of an ECW, T14 kind of people, and all that type of things. But I think this was like pretty much the Usos' last pay-per-view as a face, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But I really gotta not have face paint anymore because they look stupid in face paints. I'm sorry. They look stupid.
Mm.
And I thought Shavy was stupid with that fucking mohawk.
Okay. Ryleigh, you go ahead.
I don't remember the match at all. Like, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what the Usos looked like.
They have face paints. That's all I gotta tell you.
On that face paint face. Okay.
Mm. All right. You don't remember?
Nope.
Okay. Well, go ahead, the Grim Reaper.
Kind of your standard tag match, but it was good. I mean, the Usos got put over. Yeah, they were building them up a little bit at the time, so it was fine.
Okay. Go ahead, James.
Okay, so I just have to tell you guys all this. This is a freaking hilarious story. I might have told you this already in another call. This is when I got into the stadium. And so I knew what was happening. I heard the music, and I was like, shit, we got to get up there. Like, let's go. And it was me and my best friend. We had separated from the other two that we were with, but I knew we were all going to eventually end up in the seats. So I said, let's go, dude. So we sprint, dude. And I say, I got to use the restroom real fast, man. I use the restroom. I come out of the stall, and I left my wallet in the stall, and I turned around, and in 0.78 seconds, my wallet was gone. Dude, there was probably about 175 people in that restroom, and I freaked out, dude. I had like $400 cash. I had my credit card. I had the hotel ticket. I had the ticket to get into the gate to the airport for our hotel. Dude, I had Chase Bank calling me saying that people were trying to charge my card for thousands of dollars. Someone was trying to use my card at the event. I was sprinting up the stairs as the Dudley Boys pyro is going off. I was on the phone. I'm telling them my wallet got stolen. Cancel my cards. They're like, sir, I can't hear you. I'm at WrestleMania. Dude, I get up to the seats, bro. Dude, the match is going on already. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm calling my mom. I'm like, dude, all my stuff's gone. My credit cards, my license, everything, my social, my wallet. Like, I'm freaking out right now. She's like, what? I cannot hear you. Dude, the damn Dudley Boys pyro so freaking loud. That building was shaking to its roots. I was sprinting up 9 flights of stairs. I get to the seats. I'm like, my wallet's gone, guys. And, like, I'm just like, dude, this is just, you know what? I was like, I'm just going to sit here. I'm at WrestleMania, and I'm not even going to think about how much money I just lost and got stolen. So I'm just like, I didn't even see the match, dude. I'm freaking out as the match is going on, and pyro's going off, the building's shaking, everyone's running. It was just, that was, yeah, a hell of a WrestleMania moment, so to speak.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, for me. Yeah.
So, did you ever get the money back?
Yeah, so the card got canceled. Of course, I got the money back, but the cash I lost, and it was an ordeal getting back into the airport because I didn't have a license, so I couldn't prove that I was staying there. It was fun. It was fun. We got back at like 4 a.m. and had to deal with that.
Damn, bro.
Thankfully, you're okay today.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Yeah, it was honestly, it was actually probably the best pre-show match out of 3. I did like the fact how the Usos did the Samoan splash through the Dudleys through the tables. And I kind of knew the Usos were slowing down on their babyface run, and I kind of knew the terms were coming very, very, very soon. But I really thought the match was actually very solid. But I guess we're ready to head to the main card.
After Antwan.
Okay, Antwan, go.
All right. This match. This is actually one I think I forgot myself. I can't remember too much about this one. To be honest with you, I really can't remember much about it. So I'm just gonna be honest. I don't remember this match.
Well, what I know is that this match was actually a good way to end off the pre-show. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Now let's finally go on to the main card. Yay.
Let's go.
All right, well, WrestleMania 32 kicked off with Zack Ryder defeating Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Sami Zayn, Sin Cara, and Stardust. That was a ladder match for the IC title.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
Well, James, you're all excited there. Go ahead.
Kill me with that. My wallet's lost and Kevin Owens loses? Joking me? Anyways, no, so, dude, look, first of all, dude, you got to understand. I watched Kevin, come from the indies to that. It was my first WrestleMania. It was his first WrestleMania. He was coming in as a champ. Man, I'm getting goosebumps, dude. When his music hit, dude, I don't want to say I never popped like that, but dude, I just I could see the intensity in his eyes. He turned around, he did a full 360 and looked at that stadium. And for freaking, Steve Corino and for people like Jim Cornette to tell that man that he was never going to be successful in a ring and no one would ever pay to see him because he didn't have the body and he wasn't as athletic as everybody and blah, 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 blah. And then he gets to WrestleMania, his first one, and blows out the attendance record, opens up the show, and goes at it with Sami Zayn. They throw blows, and everyone's going nuts. Dude, and then he owns the ring, everyone's out. Oh, man, that was just – I remember every spot. I remember the big back body drop that Sammy took on the ladder. I remember the freaking cannonball. Dude, it was just –
yeah.
There was a kid in line with a Hype Bros t-shirt. a kid in front of me in line for 7 hours, and he called it. He told me that we were just bantering, talking, having fun. He said Zack Ryder's going to take the IC title. I said, no way, dude. Come on. Out of everybody in that match, when that happened, that kid, I'm going to find him one day. I'm going to find him. I'm going to find you one day. I'm going to find you one day. Screw you, man. Because Zack Ryder lost it the next night. There was no reason for that. You took my
It made
moment.
no sense.
You took my moment. And then, oh, man. But you know what? Zack had it was an amazing elbow drop off the top of that ladder. I give him props for that. That was like, dude, that bump's not easy to take. And he doesn't usually take bumps like that because he's never involved in shit like that. So, you know, he went out for it. He did his WrestleMania thing. He got it. Good for him. But, I mean, dude, that whole match, I was on the edge of my seat, dude. The Stardust thing and the ladder with the polka dots, when he threw that out, everyone freaked out. Dude, Dusty Rhodes is a Texas boy. Cody Rhodes is a Texas boy, man. Dude, it was a fire match to open the show. It was like, dude, this is what's happening. Like, it was awesome. And you know what? Something we didn't mention, I have to mention this. I believe that WrestleMania 32 had one of the best vignettes to open that show in history. This is a story of an event that started years ago, and it showed, you know, stories of gladiators flying from the sky, and then they showed Stone Cold, stories of heroes fighting against the authority. And dude, it was just, that shit gave me goosebumps. And then the music, dude, oh, dude, it was just like, dude. And then when they lit that place up for the event and it started, bro, oh my, welcome to my house. You remember the Flow Rider?
Oh, I remember that.
Bro,
Sir.
I swear to you, dude, that place was like a fucking party, dude. It was like, oh my God, I'm here. And it was like, oh, dude, it was the best. It was the best opener. Like, I still get goosebumps from it to this day. That is the reason why I decided to become a wrestler. It was just so freaking like impactful, and that stadium blew up. Like, that pyro shook the ground, dude. And I was sitting about maybe 200 feet above it. It was awesome, man.
That was like, yeah, like you had, James, like you had to hear My House with the pyro. When I went to MetLife Stadium at WrestleMania 35, it got me goosebumps when I heard this song. I got my mind made up.
Yes, that was a good song.
I've been running.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
he's
Jason,
good.
just
Actually,
heads up. Cassie might join the call, so I might have you call her in.
Oh, okay.
Is that possible?
I mean, does she have a Skype account?
Yeah, she's getting it set up right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Ryleigh.
I really love this match. I feel like this is a type of match that I would want to compete myself. I don't care if it's girls or guys. I will play the entire match. A dream match. I want to be in a match with that. And the ending when Zack Ryder with his dad, I feel like that's the type of moment that every wants to, whether it's with a parent, a cousin, an aunt, and uncle. That's definitely a moment I want to have. And I loved the entire match. It was so amazing. There was not one bad spot in the match, and it kept me engaged and intrigued. Not many ladder matches do that, personally, but that match was just a thing. And then with the Dusty Ladder as a tribute to him, it was just like amazing but emotional. I loved it so much.
You loved it so much? All right.
Yes.
Oh, I sent you her Skype.
Oh, hi,
Jason.
Julian.
Oh shit.
I sent you her Skype.
Hi.
I got it, James.
You gonna call her in?
I am intimidated by Julian.
Searching right now.
What's up, Julian?
Not much. Oh, are you recording?
Yes.
Oh. I'm gonna go.
Go well.
No, don't go. Why?
Because I forgot y'all were recording. I guess I could just stay for the rest of the episode. Why not?
Oh.
So how'd you like the ladder match from WrestleMania 32 then? Liked it?
Oh, yes. Is that the one Zack Ryder won?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was so happy when he won that.
Hey, Jason, did you call her in?
I'm searching right now.
It's Did you get the phone number in the message?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, go ahead,
Yeah.
Lucas.
Go for it.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I gotta say. My match was so damn good. This is my second match tonight, and I'll explain why in a minute. So I really think the moments came in, got some big pops and everything for Kevin Owens and everything. It's just a good experience here. You got a big crowd, you gotta expect some pops, you hear some boos and everything. Like it's like goosebumps. You get goosebumps and everything once you think about it. And I really think I really like the match because for two reasons. One, because it was entertaining. One, and second, it was well executed. Well. Here's the thing. Like the Sin Cara actually did really good in this match. I'm really impressed what he actually did in this match. Take some good spots and everything. Stardust went through a ladder, I believe. And what else? He went through a ladder. He got a cannonball, elbow drop. What James said and everything. And it was good. Like the Miz had a shot for the title, but someone got a little too cocky, and Zack Ryder out of nowhere pushed him off, and he won the title. That was like an experience that it's like the underdog winning the title, even though the Miz won the following the day after that, which didn't make no sense to me. I don't know why. That's probably why Zack Ryder right in the first place. He didn't get traded right, but yeah, it was good. Like I loved it. It's not my match tonight. It actually is. I'm not gonna say it, but
All right. Antwan, go ahead.
I thought it was one of my favorite matches of the night. I can almost remember all the spots and everything taken in that match. A lot of fantastic moments in that. It was a great moment for Zack Ryder. Seeing him, it was unexpected. I honestly didn't expect him to win, so that was surprising. But I was happy for him winning, and to celebrate with his dad was a priceless moment. So I really enjoyed that.
All right. Well, everybody went, I guess.
No, I didn't go.
All right. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Yeah, definitely a good way to start the show. It's always good to see a ladder match at WrestleMania. You got to see a lot of good talented wrestlers there, and you got Kevin Owens. Yeah, as much as I know, I'm not a big fan of Dolph Ziggler, but you did have Zack Ryder who won, and you had Sin Cara in that match. You had who else was it?
Stardust.
You had God, I don't even know how to count. Kevin Owens and someone else, but yep, that was when Cody was cool at the time because Cody nowadays likes to shove his foot up his own ass, but
His head.
But basically, as right now, we can take a moment and praise Zack Ryder, the Long Island ID. Woo! 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 You know it!
Good. There we go. Anyways.
That's where you got the head.
So the Grim Reaper, did you go?
Oh, the Miz was in that match, duh.
Yeah, fuck the Miz.
All right. If you didn't go ahead.
Alright. Matches like this are why I love this business and why I started training to do this just a few short months later. Well, I was so happy to see my boy Zack Ryder win the Intercontinental Championship, even though it only lasted for 24 hours. What a moment. What a match. And also, James, your husband Kevin Owens lost and Zack Ryder won. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
All right. So everybody went.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, actually, this was a great way to kick off the show. I love ladder matches. They're always fun to watch.
It's always for the Intercontinental title when it's at WrestleMania.
Anyways, Chris Jericho also currently known as the Demo God in AEW.
Yeah,
Defeated,
Scipio.
yeah, defeated AJ Styles. Go ahead, Julian. You go first.
I think AJ should have won. I think Jericho is having his own ass at that point as well. So, yeah, I think AJ should have won that match and not Jericho.
Okay.
Oh, Julian, you know what you get for doubting Jericho? You know what you get? You just read the list.
What, on the naughty list? Is it on the naughty list? Am I Chris Jericho naughty list?
Okay.
What naughty list?
All right. The Grim Reaper, you go ahead.
Yes, I'm on Chris Jericho's naughty list. This is great.
This was one of the best matches of the night.
Yep,
Great
yep.
match of the wrong person won.
There's Jericho's shit list. Jericho's shit list. You just become a part of the inner circle.
It was great match, the wrong person won. AJ Styles should have won.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. Yes.
Don't you fucking mock me.
I'm not mocking you, senor.
Oh. James, you can go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, so this was AJ Styles' first WrestleMania, and I was very fortunate to see it. Jericho put him over, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
No.
No.
Did Jericho win?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. AJ impressed the shit out of me because he didn't come through the NXT circuit. He went straight to the main roster, and he did everything that he said he was going to be phenomenal. Luckily, I got to see not only that, and that was an awesome match. Of course, anything that Jericho puts on is going to be a clinic, especially with Styles. But I also got to see the next year him take John Cena win his 16th title. But I believe, was it from Styles, correct? The Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah, so I got to see both of those moments, and that was cool, man. That was cool. I like he paid homage to the state of Texas by wearing the red, white, and blue gear, AJ Styles. That was cool. And he had his debut Mania match. It freaking went perfect. I mean, I don't think you could get. And then I think that was the last of the kind of era where we saw the light up jacket. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, to hear break. I mean, you got to understand. I've been watching these guys for almost 20 years, over 20 years, and to hear break the walls down, kick, and now that he's not using that music. I mean, just little things like that resonate with me, as opposed to like the whole match. It was just the experience of being there, and that was amazing, man. It was a good ass match.
Good ass match.
Yeah, it was. And you know what? It's funny that you say that because I was just about to say they should have added a stipulation.
You missed my ass match.
Yeah.
I know that was like a month later with Sheamus and Dolphin.
Oh, look, there's Cassie.
Cassie.
Hey, Cassie.
I'm not.
You're what?
Just on opposite sides of the room.
No, we're not. I'm at work actually.
Oh, okay.
So we just finished talking about how Kevin Owens got screwed at WrestleMania 32. And then also the next match was AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Yep. All right. Go ahead, Lucas.
All right, so what I gotta say about this match, it was actually really good. Actually, this is AJ Styles' first match, first WrestleMania match. I've followed AJ Styles for a long time. I followed him ever since the TNA, and I really got back into him once I saw him in Ring of Honor. Like him going to Ring of Honor, and then Moon New Japan, and then Moon WWE. Like a lot of speculation happened in January when AJ was out of Bullet Club, I believe. And and then what happened was he decided to sign WWE at the Rumble, and I was like, I am who? And they said phenomenal. I was like, is that AJ Styles? And I saw him, I'm like, and I started screaming my ass off when I saw him. Like I see him wipe too. I see him wipe at I think Raw when he faced Ryleigh's husband Roman Reigns. Well, it's before Extreme Rules, in 2016, and I booed Roman out of the building, which it felt good. Yeah, fuck you too. Yeah, fuck you too. Anyways, like I really love this match. AJ Styles should have won in my opinion. Chris Jericho is a legend. With everything that he done for WCW, WWE, his band Fozzy, and AEW. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, Ryleigh.
Hold up, we got it.
And there's your cat Moose.
There's Moose. I kind of miss that version of Chris Jericho, like the sparkle crotch, all that jazz, and the light up.
Sparkle crotch.
That's what he's called.
Oh yeah, this Seth Rollins called him that.
Yeah, he called him a sparkle crotch. But anyways, I kind of miss that Jericho. Now he just has like a dad bod and that going on, whatever the hell that is.
What the hell?
It's
What?
true.
Together mode.
What the hell? What did you do?
What has that become? Now he's become a dad bod.
What has he become?
Apparently.
I think he's more moved into a role where I think he understands that he's almost not done, but I mean,
yeah, but
he's pushing others like Sammy, and I think he has a lot of people on his mind, like the tag team that's with him, Santana and Ortiz, or I think that's just his role now. You know what I mean? Cassie and I were talking about the other day. I mean, he's more of like if you're rolling with him, that means something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
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 All right. Who hasn't gone yet?
I have it.
Go ahead, Antwan.
All right, I thought it was an awesome match. That I do have a key issue with the fact that this was AJ's first WrestleMania match, and I feel like he should have won this. This would have been a great way to kickstart his career. Being that this is his start in the company. Him taking the loss at WrestleMania I don't think was the best decision to go. But nevertheless, I really thought it was a really great match though overall.
All right. So I guess everybody here went.
I didn't go.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
Julian, can you brush my hair for me?
Okay.
I have a lot of tangles.
I'm actually trying
That's Cassie.
I'm actually trying to cosplay as Cassie. Hold on. I gotta.
Fuck.
All I need is the fake tattoo. All I need is just fake tattoos, and I'll be good.
His hair looked like glamorous, right?
Right? I was thinking that.
But
I
he
can't
only showed us
concentrate.
a
I'm just
sneak
watching
peek.
him brush his hair.
He's trying to kayfabe us, dude. He's got something
He is.
planned. What's he doing?
Watch out for that one.
I didn't know Julian's hair was even that long.
Right. I'm saying. I think he snuck some of mine out of my vanity.
Okay. This is
Okay, go ahead, Wyatt.
Wait,
Go
what?
ahead, Wyatt. Chris
Oh,
Jericho defeated AJ Styles.
Chris Jericho defeated AJ Styles. Much as I love both men, it really didn't matter to me who won. But it was AJ. It was kind of fucked up because it was AJ Styles' first WrestleMania. I'm used to people winning on their first WrestleMania, but Chris Jericho to win. That's all I'm gonna really say.
All right.
I don't want to waste any more time. We got like.
Who else did not go?
Oh yeah.
Yes, everybody went. All right, I'll just move on then. All right, well, we had the League of Nations featuring Alberto Del Rio, Rusev, and Sheamus, along with King Barrett, winning against New Day Rocks.
I heard you say a bad word.
Well,
A.
I'm telling you.
Why did you say his name?
okay. Well, go ahead, the Grim Reaper.
fucking bullshit. Really? The League of Nations won this match? What the fuck?
I thought you were gonna do an Iron Sheik impression. Fucking bullshit.
Fuck you, jabroni!
Fucking
Fuck you,
bullshit.
Hogan!
Fuck you, Hogan, you jabroni.
However,
I love
the
how I
only
stepped
thing-
out of one psych ward and into another simultaneously.
the only thing I love about this match was the New Day's Dragon Ball Z outfits. That was fucking cool.
Very
Yes, the Super Saiyan outfits.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah. The League of Nations managed by the
But
Irish.
aside from that, fucking bullshit.
All right. Well, go ahead, Ryleigh.
The only good part about this match, the legends came out because the overall match was boring.
That's the
Yeah.
only part about this match.
Yeah. But, it's whatever. I was never really a fan of the League of Nations anyway, so I thought they were stupid. Who was even a part of that? It was Barrett, Rusev.
Sheamus and person
Yeah. That was just
Someone
weird.
specific.
Or whatever. I think New Day should. And then I think Xavier Woods, or they all got stunned. They all got the stunner, didn't they?
It was Baron. I think everyone else in Innocence and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, that was But the last was probably the best part about that match.
Shawn Michaels shaking his ass.
What was expected? He posed for Playgirl in the past, so obviously he's gonna shake his ass.
Of course. Like Mick Foley trying to do like the body roll and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, go
I
back.
never
and watch
noticed
the
that. I never noticed that.
You'll see some shit.
Alright.
I don't want to see that shit.
Well, go ahead, James.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Yeah, since Cassie's not in the call, I'm just gonna beat her. Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to refresh her picture, so she's gonna be in here in a second. No, okay, so besides the League of Nations going over, yeah, here she is right now. She's coming in. Okay. So yeah, besides the League of Nations going over in that match, I have to just say something real quick.
Oh my god.
Do you know? Cassie knows it's coming.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna jump back off the bridge.
Oh no.
Do you know what preceded? Like what was after that match? Does anyone know?
I'm muting myself.
Huh?
Does anyone know who came out after that match?
Stone Cold. What?
Dude,
Mick Foley.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay, I'm in my seat and I'm seeing this all go down. I'm like, what the hell? Right? I'm being a mark. I'm being a fan. So they say that they're the 3 top and no 3 whatever that can get them and whatever the hell. And Foley comes out. Or I don't know if it was Michaels or Foley, but whatever. One of them first came out. Michaels. So he's a San Antonio boy. He's a Texas boy. Everyone popped. Mick Foley comes out. Everyone popped. Stone Cold Steve Austin, when it wasn't a pop.
Oh my god, it was an explosion.
No.
It was a nuclear explosion.
It was a freaking atomic bomb in that, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Yes.
Every single person jumped up in the air, dude. Beer, alcohol, drinks went everywhere. I was drenched in freaking
And middle
beer.
fingers. And middle fingers.
Dude, little kids were sticking middle fingers in the air. Dude. It was 200,000 middle fingers in the air. Dude, it was the most. You gotta understand. Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite wrestler of all time. I've seen him before in live, but to see him in that environment, dude, when that glass broke, there was absolutely no millisecond of hesitation. Those fans went absolutely ape shit. You would have thought that like someone said that the world was about to explode and everyone just like freaked out. Like it was amazing. And I was walking into that event not knowing if he was going to be there. And I said, if Stone Cold's not here, I literally will go into the hotel restroom and I will bash my face against the freaking mirror.
I'll be right back.
And he was, dude. And like, oh my God, bro. It just was so like, I have that moment on video. Like, I can probably send it to you guys. I'll find it. And you see the footage, like I'm filming. And when Stone Cold comes out, dude, my phone just like, it flies in 50 different directions. Like, I stopped recording accidentally. I freaked out, dude. It was the best mark out moment. And I am not even embarrassed or in type of way to say that I marked out like a complete kid, dude. I felt like I was 6 years old again, dude. It was amazing. It was badass, dude.
Actually, his first WrestleMania.
And then when
in
he
5
stunned
years.
Xavier Woods and Xavier Woods sold it like a badass, it would just made it. And then when he did the dancing and I was like, oh, dude, this is just great, man. Like it was badass, dude. Shawn Michaels twerked, so did Mick Foley. I mean, it was a great segment. Great segment.
For sure, yeah. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that was definitely an experience for you, James. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, but it was definitely a normal 6-man tag team match that led to the following night as the League of Nations turned on Wade Barrett, and that led to his release the month after. But I definitely I was cool with the League of Nations winning because it was a non-title match. I was a big New Day fan at the time. But also another thing, and when that happened, I'm gonna tell you, when me and my parents were watching WrestleMania, when Stone Cold hit, the whole house flipped out. Like I lost my voice after Stone Cold came out. After Shawn Michaels as well. Like,
Awesome.
that was my favorite moment out of the entire show. I'm gonna tell you,
Is
like,
that a
was
cat? There's a cat.
It is a cat.
But definitely a good surprise. So I'm gonna tell you, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Sure.
It made my life.
Yeah.
What?
Like my life is complete.
Oh, wait.
What?
What?
I like
Very
it. What?
New podcast,
That was the best moment of your life. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No stack of dimes, you call it neck. What?
That was not
You
bad.
sorry ass son of a bitch. Oh, hell yeah.
That
What?
was a pretty good Stone Cold impression.
Yep. Hold my back that way. Now please hold this son bitch right here.
Where my rock sticks at? His
Is your funny bone good?
I need to stand up.
Where my round sticks at? His.
Okay, Julian. You go ahead on this match.
Okay. Wait, am I talking about the tag match now?
Yeah.
I already did.
Oh, you did.
No, I didn't. I think that was stupid. New Day should have won. I think it just sucks that they lost to King, Barrett, and Rusev. And that's all I remember from that team. What's so funny, Kyle?
I'm not laughing.
Oh, you just looked down for a second. It looked like you laughed. Anyway, yeah, I think the only good part about that match is the legend Stone Cold stunning everybody's ass. Dropping it on those stack of dimes they call a neck. What? But yeah, I thought it could have been better. It was a boring match, short match. So, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Antwan.
All right. I definitely thought the New Day should have won as well. You know, I enjoyed the match, but I really feel like New Day should have just won. But what made up for me, what my favorite part again was basically everybody else said, the legends. Stone Cold just stunning everybody was a priceless moment. I marked out completely, so I really enjoyed that. And then Shawn Michaels shaking his butt and everything, out there dancing crazy. It was all nostalgia for me. So I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed that part about it.
Lucas.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. Who came up with the tag team with League of Nations? I want to first of all, what in the hell was that name? I want to know that.
Hey, by the way, was there any chance of that? Was there any chance of that team sticking around? There was no chance in hell.
Exactly.
No chance in hell.
No choice. But only thing we gotta say, the entrance of New Day came out. That was awesome with the freaking video series.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the big
That was
cool,
awesome.
Burritos box.
And yeah, it was the match was just not it for me. And this is one of those matches that was just like I just can care less about. Like I think around that time, I'd rather like freaking bash my head to a wall. I freaking Goldberg did bash his head through a door or something like that.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, I would have, if I could have, I would have paid about $5,000 more to get one of those bootios.
yeah.
I
Because
actually,
they were throwing them out in the crowd.
They still
And
sell them.
yeah,
No,
Don't
I'm
put
talking
that
about the
idea in
actual.
his head.
I'm talking about the actual giant bootios that they came out with.
Don't
They
put that
Actually,
idea in
They
his
were
head.
throwing them to the crowd, dude.
Actually,
Yeah.
you could actually
I'll
buy it
keep
on
that
eBay
forever.
for $50.
yeah.
Oh,
As
yeah.
for those bootios, James, those bootios that the New Day had for their WrestleMania 32 entrance, I got to go to WrestleMania Access at 35, and they actually
I was
had
there
them
too.
on display. They actually had the bootios that New Day had on their entrance on display at Access, and I actually got
That's
to feel them. They were like foam.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Bootios.
Bootios.
Fuck Burritos. Worst fucking cereal ever.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Reaper. That cereal's awesome.
I have
still more popular than the ice cream.
Yeah, it's still more popular than the WWE ice cream.
They could have done so much.
Well, anyway, solid match. Next up, Brock Lesnar defeated Dean Ambrose, now known as Jon Moxley. That was a no holds barred street fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Reaper.
Oh my god, where do I fucking begin? So disappointing. There's all these fucking weapons and he got fucking squashed. What the fuck?
Hold
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
and first up, there's Bootios over here.
Studios, they make sure you ain't food.
I got like 3 boxes of these. I think that's still good.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Ryleigh, on this match.
Anybody can for New Day.
Hmm?
I just was New Day.
That was me. About to get copyright, man.
Yeah.
Riley,
It's okay.
say my catchphrase to Wyatt.
Watches this. Anyway,
Shove her in, you fat pig.
Alright, go ahead, Ryleigh, on this match.
Well, if anybody knows me, they know I hate that part of Brock Lesnar. I will never like him.
fuck him.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back this year sometime.
Shut up. Don't jinx it.
He needs to come back.
There are rumors saying that he's gonna be in the Royal Rumble this year, and I don't want that to happen. I will die.
I will just smash
yeah.
my but I hate him.
I would rather have Goldberg in the Rumble than Brock.
Me too. Me too. But
Wow.
fair and square.
It wasn't until that moment that I realized how much I hate Goldberg.
It was what?
It wasn't until that exact second that I realized how much I hate Goldberg.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dare you disrespect me? I'm Goldberg. That's how he talks in his promo.
I would literally look him in the eye and ask what a Goldberg is.
Who's next? Me. I only have 2 matches a year. Who's next? I'm next. Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, Julian, on this match.
It sounded like a good idea, but they just Ambrose had a fucking chainsaw and he didn't even use it. Oh, come on. We could have seen old deathmatch Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
WWE. But by the way, they said they're supposed to be going more like R-rated stuff because USA fucking how the product is. So, yeah. And we got that the Fiend getting set on fire. But anyway, the match sucked. Brock Lesnar just suplexed him and suplexed him and suplexed him. F5.
That's all that was featured in this match, so I'm gonna say this one sucked.
German suplex. F5 gets the win. Typical Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
At least that was better than the Asylum match next month.
Yeah.
Brock should have never taken Taker's Mania away ever. And not been.
all right. Go ahead, Antwan.
All right. See, I can remember most about this. Yeah, I definitely think it was this could have been better than what happened, how they did this. It seemed like, Ambrose, I don't know why they didn't let him use the chainsaw. They introduced it, to gave it to him, and they didn't even let him use it. I don't know what that was. Why they didn't let him use it for it. And Brock, of course, he's basically doing the same thing he does every single match he's in. You get suplex, another suplex, and F5. And I'm just thinking to myself at that point, why book the street fight if it was just going to be basically that? You could have just been standard one-on-one if that was going to be the case. But yeah, So, yes, it was all right. That's why I could put it.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. James.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was a little disappointed in what I was expecting. I mean, it's a WrestleMania match. It's a street fight. You have Dean Ambrose, who has history in CZW. I mean, he's got history in PWG. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, this dude has got, some experience in working this type of match. I mean, I don't necessarily know how you go into it mentally. I mean, I've never been put in that position. I don't necessarily favor ever being put into a position where I'm going to get hit with weapons. But if there was anyone to do that with, it would be Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, that I would feel safe with, if that makes sense. Because he is so... You can't just train to take a bump to thumbtacks. But if I'm working with someone that's done that before more than 20 times, I mean, I'm going to feel a little more comfortable with him walking me through getting suplexed to a bed of thumbtacks. I'm going to assume that he knows how to work that. And I think that was Brock. What I heard was there was some backstage kind of like production non-agreeance to some of the violence, which I understand because Brock is a commodity. He cannot afford to be like put through a ladder table at the same time and then get hit with the freaking sled. Like, you know what I mean? I understand that, but it could have been so much more had whoever produced and booked that match. They could have really, really taken it to like an extreme. And I don't know. It might be just because of the the PG thing, or I don't know. It could have been that Brock just didn't want to do what Ambrose had ideas for. Because you can't tell me that Ambrose didn't have ideas for all that shit. You can't tell me that he didn't.
He's not known for being a prima donna.
Exactly. Yeah.
He sees himself as a commodity. He's not the taker.
And Brock
would be like, I'm almost gonna die if I do that. Let's do that twice.
Yeah. And see, that's the difference is John Moxley has that attitude kind of like, even though I'm going to have 100,000, pieces of glass in my back, the show is going to freaking pop. Brock Lesnar doesn't have to do that to make the show pop. And that's, whether you like it or not, he got your reaction and he got exactly what he wanted out of you. So why do the extreme violence? And I think they shouldn't have booked it like I think Julian said, or Antwan, it should have just been a singles match. It should have just been a complete destruction. Just Brock playing the heel, beating the shit out of Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose come back hot. He does his little big moment. Brock catch him, F5 him. It's over. I mean, it could have just been that way. Didn't have to add all that extra suspense, dude. Because when that chainsaw came out, I was like, oh boy, here we go. I thought at least Ambrose was gonna take the chainsaw to the head, like at least just a little bit of like bloodshed, and then take it off. But no, nothing. I mean, it was like, okay, what a street fight. Let's get ready for I was getting ready for Taker and freaking Shane.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll get to that in just a moment. All right, go ahead, Lucas.
What a goddamn disappointment. That's all I got. What a disappointment. You could have a chainsaw. You could have cut off freaking Lesnar's freaking torso open. You could have cut his fingers open. You could have done a bunch of violence there. I want to see some freaking horror shit. Because I'm a big horror fan. I'm like, I want to see that shit. I want to see people get cut up like that. That's how violent I am. Maybe I'm just a carnivore. I don't know.
That's how violent I am.
Maybe I'm just a millennial or a carnivore or some shit. I don't know. But
maybe you're what? What'd you say?
Maybe I'm a carnivore or something. I don't know. Whatever the hell it's called.
Carnivore.
Carnivore.
You mean a cannibal?
Cannibal. Yeah, cannibal.
Well, do you consume it or do you bite it up and spit it to the side? There's
exactly.
Yes.
That's what it's...
My name is Dean Ambrose, and I'm gonna bite Brock Lesnar's dick off.
What dick? There's nothing there.
Antwan.
What?
What did you just say?
What dick? There's nothing there because all the fucking steroids.
Hey.
That's not how that works.
Oh,
Right, James?
No. It's a myth.
It's very much.
But only thing I say is really disappointment. I expected way more than everything. Like I expected Brock to be more vicious and everything. They were just suplex on chairs and just F5 on chairs. That was it.
Yeah.
Like what? Like come on. I was.
And Ambrose took the chair shots.
Yeah, Lesnar just too much of a pussy to take those. Let's be honest.
I mean, he'll take them, dude. But is it like? Think of the visual. Is Brock Lesnar swinging that chair to Ambrose's back as hard as he possibly can? Because Ambrose tells it. I'm sure Ambrose tells him, "You better give that shit to me. You better not hold back." And that visual, to me, I guess it would be more catered to the street fight because it'd be more violent. Like Lesnar's just vicious. You know, the visual from the fan standpoint. But at the same time, you wanted a comeback. You wanted the face to come back just as hot and just as violent, but they didn't allow that. I think that was the problem with the story in the match. You know, it was just like, I'm gonna hit you on the back twice. You're gonna reverse this, grab the chair out of my hand, and then just dominate me the rest of the match.
Yeah, that's just stupid, but that's all I gotta say. Like,
I thought Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt were gonna fight each other at WrestleMania, James. Like, you saw the Wyatt family, like, throw out Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, and then that would build them up to Mania.
Yeah.
That would have been good. That would have been much better. That would have been much better than the freaking what we got.
That's what I was hoping that would happen, but no, it changed up last minute because I don't think they found a better opponent for Ambrose.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to think of who was on Dean Ambrose's level at that time that could have put on a good hardcore match. I would say like
Owens.
Yeah, well, Owens was still in a rivalry with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn just got called up at that time, and then of course the whole thing happened with him and everyone else in that match. And then for some reason, Owens said we're gonna have a triple threat match between Sin Cara, Stardust, and Zack Ryder, and whoever wins will face me at Mania. And then they had Sami Zayn, the Mid, whoever.
Go ahead, Wyatt. You haven't gone yet.
Yeah. Finally I get to go. All I'm gonna say is I love Brock Lesnar. I love Dean Ambrose, but definitely just a match that had weapons in it. The normal no holds barred street fight. I did pick Brock Lesnar to win that match, so all I'm gonna say is I called it, and I believe some hardcore legends gave Ambrose every week like a weapon.
Oh yeah.
Like Terry Funk, I believe. Mick Foley, and a couple others, I believe.
I think it was. I was gonna say the Sandman, but he never showed. He hasn't showed up in years.
I knew it wasn't Sabu.
No, Sabu. Was it Rob
Terry
Van
Funk?
I think Rob Van Dam.
It was not Rob Van Dam.
Was it Terry Funk?
Yeah.
Terry
It was
Funk
Mick Foley, Terry Funk, and somebody else, some other hardcore. Tommy Dreamer, I think. It was Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. Tommy Dreamer.
I think he gave him like a trash can or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird.
So sad.
Shall we get to the next match then?
Yes.
Charlotte, with Ric Flair defeated Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks by submission. That was a triple threat match to crown the inaugural women's champion.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Finally, that butterfly shit went away.
Yes. Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ryleigh. You can kick it off.
I was very happy to finally see the women get like this title they've always deserved. I don't even know why we went through the era in the first place. Not gonna lie, I did like the title. I thought most people were like, oh, I hate it, like a butterfly, but like I personally liked it. I like the way with the brawls. Personally, I would that, but I was glad to see these women get recognized and show off their talent and show that they are just as good as men and they deserve recognition. And like this is kind of the match that set it off. Like, oh, I want to do, I want to make this like this. I people that I look up to, what I will do. So that's kind of started it on. I think that's what started it for a lot of the girls my age that are in the wrestling community. And that's like, I knew, like, that's like, I was like, yeah, I don't one day. So I'm very happy this became a thing. And I kind of predicted that Charlotte would win in the beginning because I just like, she had a Ric Flair by her side and he's the dirtiest player in the game and obviously upper win. So I kind of knew it was going to happen and I wasn't too upset, but I did want Sasha to win. But the women did amazing. They did very, very.
All right. Go ahead, Antwan.
All right. This match again, another one of my personal favorites. This match was amazing. It was great to see the women, get the spotlight they deserve. They to finally get rid of the butterfly belt, and get the real deal championship. An actual women's championship that looks, more. It comes off as time that the WWE World at the time it was the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So to speak, to get their own World Championship in the sort, so like that, the new design, I thought it looked 1,000 times better. Seeing Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha out there just performing like that was unbelievable. I believe is as James pointed out, this was like kind of like them taking steps into it, doing things more with this women's evolution in the company and building towards the future for women's wrestling, within the WWE. And I honestly really enjoyed this. Seeing Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky go out there and tear the house down right there, tear the roof off. It was unbelievable. They all went out there and stole the show. They all killed it. And huge congrats to Charlotte for walking out with the championship, becoming the inaugural women's champion. It was definitely a moment to see, and I definitely thought it was a crowning achievement for all three women, of the four horsewomen, in that group. This honestly was unbelievable. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure. The Grim Reaper, you go ahead.
Thank you. Fan-fucking-tastic. What a match.
All right.
Hated the other fucking finish. Bullshit. Fuck you, Ric Flair.
All right. Go ahead, James.
Okay, so I think this was in 2015. The match between Sasha and Bayley, Takeover Brooklyn 1 and 2. Those were. Am I right?
I think that was 2014. Wait, are you talking about Brooklyn NXT Takeover?
Yeah.
I believe that was 2014. Bayley and Sasha. The next year, I think, was Asuka and Bayley. And then
No, it was 2015.
Yeah, they had those.
Sasha got called out until she lost it.
The Iron Woman match. The Iron Woman match. So when I saw that match, I was introduced to NXT, and man, dude, it was that the heel work from Sasha where she threw the bow at Izzy, and then mocked her by crying in the ring. That I mean, I've been a Sasha fan ever since then. Like immediately, I think she's one of the best heels in the business, and I think she's one of the best. Like she's one of the safest workers. And she doesn't have to do much in order to do that. With that being said, I went in. I was wanting Sasha Banks to take that first inaugural title. I was very surprised when Lita came out to introduce it, first of all. And I was very happy when I saw the design because I just...
Yeah, but as someone who's saying that you're excited that this bill is being turned into something made from a time filler to actual athletes, why would it surprise you that Lita came out? Would you want it to be a copy-paste one?
Oh, no, of course not. But I was
She's the embodiment of what they were trying to make it.
Absolutely. And see, I guess it was more excitement. Like, I didn't expect her to come out. And man, that match was fire. That moonsault, that 450 moonsault that Charlotte pulled to the outside, or I think it was just a moonsault. That was one of the best spots. And then, of course, the frog splash from Sasha. Dude, that was... I wish Bayley would have been in it. That's the only... I guess you can say, like, if I could change the match, I really wish Bayley... She was the NXT Women's Champion at the time. I wish she could have been called up and been in a Fatal 4-Way. I think that would have been amazing. But I just think that Bayley was too great of a character at the time, and they did it right. It was badass to see that whole era end. I was tired of that shit, dude. Like, I literally stopped watching wrestling because of all that, like the Divas stuff. It got too much of it was a shit show to me. I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't wrestling. It wasn't what I grew up with. It wasn't the Eddie Guerreros. It wasn't the Trish Stratuses. It wasn't the Molly Hollies and the Chavos. And it wasn't. It just was Hornswoggle and the Funkadactyls, and it was just horrible. So when that match happened, I was like, thank God, dude. Like, this is finally gonna change. And then we get athletes like Asuka. We get athletes like Ember Moon to follow up. We get Kairi Sane. We get, Io Shirai. The list goes on and on with female talent that they've signed from international promotions, U.S. promotions, and it's just going to get better and more exciting and more content for us to be entertained by. Who doesn't want that? Like, literally entertainment. Now, I'm not talking about like, oh, this, attractive female walks out. No, I'm talking about athleticism. I want to see more Hell in a Cell matches from women. I want to see more ladder matches. I want to see TLC. I want to see street fights, and I want to see them really show out and show that they can steal the show just as much as Cena could. There's so much potential with, especially people like Bianca. She's going to be a major star. So that match was what got it started, and I'm so happy they did it at the one that I went to.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is, as a female
Go ahead,
talent,
Wyatt.
all I'm going to say about female talent is, James, don't forget to include Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, Ruby Riott, and my wife, Liv Morgan.
They're not your wife.
All right.
Yeah, when's that wedding?
It'll be at
by the way, Wyatt.
You all will be offered to come. So
by the way, Wyatt, I have one question for you, Wyatt. When Liv Morgan comes down the aisle, are you gonna fucking bark at her like you do on TV?
Ryleigh has a film video recording on me barking at the TV when she was on. I've even licked the TV when she won.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. Every time Liv Morgan comes on, he barks at the fucking TV like a fucking dog.
That's actually true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they got rid of her, like, crying all the time gimmick thing.
They need to make her a mute gimmick. Jesus Christ.
Her new character's good. I enjoy a new character. It's like figuring out who she truly is. It's making her more of a beautiful person. Like, it's making her stronger and tougher of who she is.
I think now that she's with Riot, at first I think she was kind of confused.
Ruby Riott's carried her whole career. We saw what happened when she disappeared.
Yeah. They cut her off TV to rebuild her.
All right, well, go ahead, you Liv Morgan simp, on this match.
It was an expected win for Charlotte to win. Honestly, I never saw that winning in the first place. So, congrats, Charlotte. You're going to break Daddy's record in the future, and Yada 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 before
Yeah.
before I waste any time.
All right, Lucas.
I need to relax my eyes. My eyes hurt like shit.
You're cool. You're cool. All right. So what I gotta say about this match? This is match of the night for me. This was match of the night for me, in my opinion. Like, this is the start of the women's division. This is the start of new things and new everything, basically. And I really like what they did in this match. And yeah, like I wanted Sasha to win, but I knew that the wipe entrance was not going to work because if you notice, WrestleMania 17. Well, what's our WrestleMania 14? Shawn Michaels came out with a wipe entrance of Break It Down. He lost. WrestleMania 17, the game. Memorial had twice with Triple H. He lost. WrestleMania 20. Oh, God, there's some of them. WrestleMania 30, Randy Orton. WrestleMania 35, Ronda Rousey. The one people.
WrestleMania 30, Bray Wyatt.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. That's the top of my head. But the only people that won were Rey Mysterio, or POD, and some other ones as well. I probably forgot, but yeah. I think Undertaker as well with Biscuit.
God, that's a fucking combo I thought I'd see.
Yes, I've never seen either. But great match. I want Sasha to win, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Go ahead, Julian.
Oh boy. Thank God we got rid of the fucking butterfly title. That was the ugliest title. I'm gonna be honest with you, and don't take this the wrong way. I feel like the Divas division was only there just for people to take a break.
Okay.
Half of the women that they hired, like in like the early 2000s, like up until like 2014, 15, a lot of people the WWE hired women because of how pretty they were looks. Like, for instance, Eva Marie. She was hot, but she could not.
From where?
Seriously. Oh yeah, and by the way,
Hold on, guys. Hold on. There's a hammer in my room. I'm gonna go grab it to bash my skull in real quick.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
James.
I'm just kidding.
You're just kidding.
I just mopped. You better not.
I just
Your wife's gonna whoop your ass, James. Your wife's gonna whoop your ass.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Eva Marie signed a new contract with WWE. He's coming back.
Of course he did, because selling hair isn't what it used to be, right? Neither is new. Somebody has to pay her bills.
Yeah, I mean, it beats. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, obviously she tried and failed, so she's doing it for Vince, right?
Yeah. She really. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a joke. Anyway, I was gonna say she really sucked up to the right people.
Yeah.
Chris. I think
kidding.
everybody would agree with that. So.
Love ya, but seriously, don't.
Also, some sad news to tell everyone. Some sad news I gotta tell you, everyone, is tomorrow Jerry Lawler's contract expires tomorrow.
Oh, it sucks.
You say that like there was like a natural disaster during. I was like, wait.
Anyway,
Is that WWE
can I finish my thoughts on the match, please?
Yes, come on.
Here's
Come
the
on,
thing.
guys.
I really wanted Sasha to win. I liked her entrance with Snoop D-O-W, who's now W.
Oh, that entrance was awesome.
And I loved her chick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro was absolutely awesome. She even did a frog splash in the match. Awesome. This match was like all the way just incredible. And I feel like I was really disappointed the next year when they had Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky. Was it Becky? No, it was Becky was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
This was like right before the draft. But yeah, the next year was awful, but at least thank God we got what we got with the triple threat match. Those three know how to work together very, very well. I feel like Bayley in that match, I feel like it could have gone times better.
Yeah, for sure. So everybody here went.
And Cassie has a flash going off apparently.
I haven't just seen. There's like I'm at work and the light is flickering. I'm like, is nobody noticing this light flickering? It's just a ghost here.
Go get back.
This match was really good. Anyways, this match, I think it's most people's favorite match.
Dude, dude, there was a little girl sitting behind me, dude, marking out for Sasha, and like I was also obviously the same way. And when I during the match, I made a comment to her. I was like, if she loses, we're gonna go down there and get that title. And she lost, and I'm looking at the match afterwards, and she taps on my shoulder. She's like maybe 8, and she's like, "We're gonna go down there and get it." And I'm like, "We can't go down to the ring again." It's like, it was just a funny story to tell, man. It was awesome, man. Just being in that crowd, everyone just WrestleMania, Kyle, I think you can attest to this. When you're at a WrestleMania, man, you're around people who live and breathe this shit, and it's just awesome to be around hundreds of thousands of people that are passionate. And that match had everyone fired up, dude. It had everyone excited for the new generation of women.
Yeah, it was definitely fun when I went to WrestleMania 35. Like, me and a bunch of fans were high-fiving each other when Rollins won the Universal title. Like, we were all marking the fuck out.
Yeah, it's fun,
man.
Like,
we were all high-fiving each other. It's like, Rollins did it!
Yeah.
Burn it down chant across the stadium was crazy. It was really, really fun.
I don't know if I want to bring this up, but apparently I just looked this up. There's a WWE official cookbook on Amazon.
Oh boy.
Who
they cooking? Hornswoggle?
They have Nacho Man nachos, Undertaker's King of the Onion Rings, Hulk Hogan. It's just puns with the food. It's so. Oh my god.
Well, let's just get to the next
John
match.
Cena's an invisible recipe?
Invisible.
Stone Cold ice cream cake. They have Superman punch.
Superman punch.
Yeah, right. Ryleigh just freaked out because I said Superman.
Oh.
Okay,
We'll get to that match in a little bit.
We'll get to that.
I believe this match has to be most people's favorite match. The Undertaker defeated Shane McMahon in a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, man.
Well,
Had McMahon won, he would have gained control of Raw, and if Undertaker would have no longer competed at WrestleMania. That was added to the Hell in a Cell stipulation.
Yes. So if you don't mind, Jason, I'm going to go first just because I got to get to sleep early. I got to get to the gym early.
All right, go ahead.
Dude, that match, I had never seen Taker come out in terms of his entrance. Mind you, I am about, if I had to guess, I was about 120 yards up from the ring. Maybe more. Maybe even 200 yards up, like high. And, dude, when he came out, I felt that fire erupt from the stage, like all the way to where I was sitting. The entrance itself was just like it. I feel bad for anyone who will never get to see that entrance because he has retired. And I'm so fortunate to have seen it at a WrestleMania because it's just a spectacle. And to have that amount of people behind you, that amount of respect, to just walk out that slowly, and to have the entire 107,000 people just, everyone changes. Everyone just like, your heart drops and it's just like, okay, Taker's coming out. And for that energy to just change when the lightning goes off and the gong, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I
of course,
saw that entrance too.
Yeah, so I mean, it was mesmerizing. And then of course, Shane comes out. It's raining money, and they do their. Shane's not necessarily your most technical wrestler, but he definitely can take some shots. He can take some spots. He can work a match. When they got up to the top, I mean, you got to realize there was 107,000 people there. So there was about 30,000 people saying this is awesome. About 40,000 people on my right saying please don't die. About 50,000 people above me saying like another thing. Like the crowd was just saying a bunch of shit, dude. He took the bump off the top. Taker moved. It was just. Damn, dude, that was fucking amazing. Like to see the height, dude, the hang time, because you don't practice for bumps like that. You don't just say, "Hey, coach, I'm gonna jump off the building to the ring," and just say, "I'm gonna learn how to take this bump." That's not how it works. So kudos to him for doing that in front of his children, in front of his wife. I mean, dude, I don't. I want to go far in the industry, but I don't ever want my family to see me go through something like that and something go wrong. But he has this ability to do things like these massive spots, and it's just like you stay safe. I guess it's the McMahon genes. I don't know what it is, dude, but it was a great match. I love Taker striking. I love the fact that they were both strikers. That like the fast punches and the kicks and it wasn't a wrestling match. It was a fight. It was a Hell in a Cell fight, and it was good. I missed out on getting that WrestleMania 32 baseball jersey. I really wanted that Shane McMahon was wearing that night. But it was sold out when I left. But the match was awesome, dude. Seeing Taker go over like that in a Hell in a Cell match and throw someone have someone dive off onto him like that was a moment I'll never forget. And it was I think a moment no one will ever forget. I think he's only thrown 2-3 people off. Rikishi,
Mankind. Yeah.
Matt McFoley, and then Shane dived off for him. But dude, that cage, it's not short. It's a very tall structure. So man, yeah. I love that match. It was something that, like I said, I have to go, but I'm glad I got to talk about that one because that one was very special to me. And then seeing this documentary 4 years later where Taker's going out, to have that in my heart and my memories to say, hey, I at least saw him, once live.
Same here, live.
I'm like, okay, I can go. I can be okay with his retirement. A little tear came out, but I'm like, I'm okay with that because I got to experience that. And honestly, if I ever got to meet the man, I would just say thank you for what you've done for the industry. You have literally set the bar so high for big men and little men because he worked with both, and for huge guys and small guys and every type of match imaginable. He put it there on the line for us every single freaking night through injury after injury after injury. And
he went
for 30
so much. Years.
So much.
And I practiced for the last 3 weeks and I feel banged up and I can just imagine, his body. But he did it for us and, everyone watching that's, as a wrestler going into the industry, that's what we want is you guys to just escape through our art and in hopes to put smiles on your faces. And he did it for us for 30 freaking years to the T, perfectly every time with everyone in the business. And he pushed them, gave them insight, gave them information, and helped them. And now we are seeing the absolute impact that he made over 30 years. Now we're seeing it now. The level of performance and athleticism is because of men like him. People want to push the envelope to be that next Undertaker in the locker room. And I think someone like Roman Reigns is heading there. I'm just going to put that out there. So
I actually also think that Wyatt the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think there's a bunch of big people that can definitely be locker room. Definitely see being a locker room. Roman, I feel like he kind of locker room like Rollins, of course. I can see the Fiend.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just great to think how that. And Shane went a lot. I mean, he was 40 years old, Shane McMahon, when that match happened. How crazy is that?
I know, man. It's insane, just his level of determination to just put on one more show. Like, that's
Exactly.
it. And I'm just like, wow, you're like, I don't know if it's over for him. You know, what I hope for Taker is I hope he goes into a production role. I really think that
he's
I
actually
really think.
he's gonna be great.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, like, I think he's an excellent voice for character development because he's one of the most iconic characters in all of entertainment ever. So hopefully that's the route he goes. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I got.
Do you want to say your outro real quick? Do you want to say your outro real quick?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm happy. Like I said, I was happy to be here for part of the episode. You can follow the page on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We put out content weekly. I mean, sometimes multiple times a week. And Jason here, he's leading us into 2021 headstrong. So don't miss an episode. You want to stay informed. I appreciate you guys for letting me come on here and talk about, my experience with the event, and then just also kind of relating it to what I'm going through in terms of wrestling training, and then just talking to you guys is always awesome. It's always entertaining. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone that is watching, go subscribe, hit the notifications if you really want to be informed about the wrestling community. Also follow us, the Moshcast on Instagram, on YouTube. Julian and Jason are doing an awesome job there, and they're really working hard on these two projects and putting all their effort into it. So, that alone should get you guys to view, subscribe, and keep watching. So, my name is James TM316 on Instagram, like Austin316, if you guys want to follow me. And I'll be back very soon. I'm making this a goal of mine for 2021 to be more part of the Crash and Burn Wrestling podcast and community. And hopefully you guys get to interview some indie talent that we bring down here for my promotion, so we can work all together and we can get this thing going.
Hell yeah.
And you have some interviews and some cool stuff happen.
I actually got to do, so I'll do my outro. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
All right, see you, bro.
First time, go follow me on IGTV at HeavyMetalJoke_HOH. Brand new series coming out. I got my best albums of 2020. My final episode is tomorrow. We're recording this tomorrow. I got 2 new series coming out, or album reviews coming. Hopefully, when concerts come back, I'll have more concert coverage for all y'all. You can catch me on the Modcast. The next 2 times are going to be my last 2 times for a little while. So, see you, everyone. Keep crashing and burning.
All right. I keep moshing too. All right. Well, that was everybody else that was here. We're just talking about The Undertaker defeating Shane McMahon at that Hell in a Cell match. So go ahead, Wyatt.
Wait, the party's over?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Cole's not that crowded anymore.
Okay. It's not that crowded anymore. Actually, I can talk a little more. Maybe I'll have the opportunity to talk because I know James and Julian had a lot to say, but it was good to see him here. I know they got some stuff to do, but definitely a good match to watch. It definitely had some iconic moments in it. Shane leaping off the cell was great. Taker delivering that tombstone, and two people I've watched growing up was great to see at WrestleMania. And yeah, definitely a good cell match to watch only on the WWE Network, which you can subscribe for $9.99 a month.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ryleigh.
The Undertaker is literally my favorite ever. Like, he's my favorite ever.
I thought it was Roman Reigns.
Legend. Well, Roman is a legend, but
Oh no! Don't start that.
hey, you better watch.
We're not going to start this right now.
Okay, not on the podcast. Guys, chill.
Anyway,
Now.
the match had me so emotional because I'm thinking correctly. This was the WrestleMania where he off his robe, his hat, and he sat in the ring. I think
That was.
or was
It was against Roman. It was against Roman next year.
Yeah, but
You're
anyway.
welcome. You're welcome for that awful match.
Yeah, and I'm kind of sad that I'm retired because like it was on my bucket list to see him live in at least once, and I've never gotten that. So hopefully, it gets in the future, even if it's not wrestling, because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a once in a lifetime. You don't always get to see that. But my dad, it was like a long time ago. He got to watch Stone Cold and Undertaker wrestle live. He actually got to Undertaker because he was like, fighting the crowd, and like I would die. But it's just Undertaker is just he's a legend, and he always was. We forgettable. He just inspires so many people because the fact that he's that old and just blows my mind.
All right. Go ahead, the Grim Reaper.
Hello? He left.
Oh.
Right.
He'll probably be back, but you go ahead, Lucas.
Okay. I'm gonna break some souls where I'm going to bring some reality to this. I want to guys say this match was pretty slow in my opinion. I did. The only iconic spot in that match was the elbow drop, and that was it. There's not really much of an iconic spot to me. It was a good match and all, but I feel it's slow paced and everything. Like, it's not my cup of tea in that match. Like, I didn't like it personally. It's not everyone's favorite match. It's not my favorite match. It's actually at least my favorite match, in my opinion. It's not worse than Triple H versus Roman, which we'll get in just a moment. But, yeah, I wasn't really feeling the match, in my opinion. I wasn't really feeling it.
Okay. Well, Antwan.
All right, this is one of my personal favorites. Seeing The Undertaker and Shane McMahon in Hell in a Cell, that made for a lot of memories. You know, Undertaker, you know, seeing him compete in so many different WrestleManias and coming to this in this element, you know, I figured he was going to win, but seeing the spots that him and Shane had in the match was, you know, I honestly, it made for something really special. You know, I remember Shane. I think this was the WrestleMania where Shane came out with his kids on stage. Not mistaken. Yeah. It was great. I think it was really great seeing that. You know, being this was Shane's first WrestleMania back in a long time, a year. So I really enjoyed this. You know, and seeing the Undertaker. You know, to now see that he's retired now, it honestly hurts because you know. This man's competed for decades as the legend of this business, and everything he's ever done, accomplished in professional wrestling, when it's gonna be remembered forever. So, this WrestleMania will go down as one of my personal favorites. Seeing him compete in both him and Shane, honestly, to the house town. Really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I have to say, like, as someone who's had the honor of seeing The Undertaker live in person, I was one of them, along with James.
Wow.
James. This match was freaking epic. I love this match, especially Shane jumping off that cell. That was crazy.
Awesome. I'll admit one thing.
That was one of the best WrestleMania moments I've seen.
I'll admit one thing. That elbow drop was awesome, even though we saw one thing. But excuse me, Michael Cole had to re-off the shift and everything. And if you kind of saw that and everything, but here's what I think. I think, in my opinion, the elbow drop was so iconic. I think that it got so popular, it made memes of it and everything, and I liked it. Like I liked what Shane did for himself, even though he killed himself so many times. I don't know how the hell he's still alive. What's next? Yeah. Gonna jump off the Eiffel Tower or some shit? But what's next?
Yeah, Shane always makes some insane moves.
He didn't jump off the Empire State Building or something.
And he can still walk.
Somehow.
Maybe something from the sun to planet Pluto.
Anyways, this match was insane. I loved it. And it's always great to see The Undertaker, whether on TV or in person. And I know I'll never get to see The Undertaker again. So that was a once in a lifetime opportunity for me to see him back at that house show.
Don't say ever again. Maybe he'll come as a special appearance.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Never say never.
Maybe for some special episode of Raw or SmackDown. Anyways, talk about that. Great match is over. We have 3 more matches. Baron Corbin won by last eliminating Kane in a 20-man.
What?
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin won by last eliminating Kane in a 20-man battle royal for the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy.
Don't care. I don't care less.
You don't care, Lucas?
Just getting it.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
I know that in the battle royal we've had there was a lot of great wrestlers, a lot of underrated talents in there. You guys like Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Goldust, Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, who will never come back to WWE, Mark Henry, Damian Sandow, Darren Young, and all these great talents that were in the battle royal. You had like even Shaquille O'Neal, Tantaka, and Diamond Dallas Page to be exact in the battle royal. Yeah, it was a very shocking win to kick off King Corbin's King Corbin's. I want to say King Corbin. I really don't care. To make his main roster call up. Definitely a great way to start it off. But it was a great twist to have at WrestleMania. You know, the man with the big belly button went in the Battle Royal. But yeah, it was. I honestly thought, you know, Baron Corbin has the look of a wrestler. He cut some pretty good promos. The Lone Wolf. I prefer the Lone Wolf gimmick over the King gimmick, pretty much. But Corbin still has balls even till today, and I think hopefully he can win the Intercontinental title in the future. I mean, he's mid-carder. Like, I don't want to
say it is
bubble star, but I prefer him as a mid-carder to be exact.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one thing though. I'm gonna say this. He's ain't king. He's a Bird King. That's where he's from. He's Bird
not.
King Corbin.
What? Stop! Y'all need to leave Corbin alone. He didn't do anything to you.
Well, you may want to say that. Nope.
Listen, I can say what I need to say. You understand me?
Corbin's awesome. Not like that. Not like
He's
that.
what?
Basketball player piece of shit, Chad Gable. Glad Corbin won that freaking tournament.
Chad should have won it. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
Well, is that it, Wyatt?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It was a quick battle royal, but Corbin got the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this was just a battle royal that existed.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryleigh.
Pre-show.
Go ahead, Ryleigh.
That wasn't the first battle royal. Was he the first winner, or who was the first? That
Cesaro was the first winner of the battle royal. That was on the main.
Yeah, like I said, I agree. That was a good way to kind of kick off Baron Corbin's main roster feud that he was on. I didn't even know who he was at the time. Kind of like, who's this guy? I thought he was going to be like some kind of job. No, here we are. Outside of like his Corbin's like a really cool person. I've met him before, and he's an overall person. But I do prefer his other like gimmick that he had, his own wolf and like song. I miss the old one. I don't like the new one. Kind of crappy, just like his new gimmick he had. Anyways, I'm not disappointed that he won, but I Kane to win. Kane is just amazing, and it would be awesome in like one night. Well, I'm not disappointed.
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Antwan.
All right. Let's see. I'm not going to take too long with this. So, I thought this was a great, as I agree with everybody else, it was a great opportunity to see Baron Corbin kick off his career on the main roster. Definitely was a good start to it. And one thing I have to say about this man, I have a deep amount of respect for the guy behind the character. However, Baron Corbin, I despise with a passion. I've despised him for many years, and I have my reasons. I cannot stand the very existence of this man on my TV screen. I can't. He ruined Monday Night Raw for me a couple years ago when he was the constable. He ruined a lot of things for me, and I cannot stand this man. Honestly,
What did he ruin for you? What did he do?
Everything. Let's just say I almost quit watching wrestling because of this man on my TV. I almost quit. So
this is all I'm gonna say. The thing I love about Corbin is he's an anti-smart, like me.
I'll give it to you, Corbin.
He has a hatred for smarks like me. Fuck you, smarks.
I guess I'm part of the conversation with that. So, but yeah, with Corbin, I'm gonna give Baron Corbin a little bit of props. You know, it's just only just this one time. You know, he's a good wrestler. You know, he portrays his role to a perfect extent. You know, he's a good heel. You know, Corbin, he has what it takes to be a world champion. And I can't. I'll have to stretch my brow. Make sure I don't throw up after saying that. But yeah. I do not like this man, but I can give him credit where credit's due that he's earned his spot where he is right now. Even though he's pissed me off on several occasions, he still kind of does. But you know, I got my own issues with him. But nevertheless, I thought this was a great start to kickstart to his main roster career. So, congrats to Baron Corbin on that.
Okay. Next match. Well, this was a squash actually, and pretty much last minute. The Rock defeated Eric Rowan.
Yes.
In 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, this was a squash match, so can we skip it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. That was a great segment. That segment was good.
That was a great segment. It was really a great segment.
Well, yeah, the segment was really good.
All
And
the
the
Rock was the segment was
Yes,
great.
Ryleigh.
Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman come out. The Rock cut a pretty good promo. The entrance he made was pretty good. As you had the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders in the game. You had John Cena come out and save The Rock. I thought that was pretty awesome to see. I really thought the whole segment of that was pretty good. You know, The Rock never fails to impress.
Yeah. So now let's get to the main event of WrestleMania.
Somebody finna get all excited.
Oh
no.
No.
Just about finna
Roman Reigns defeated Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, if you guys didn't know, Ryleigh here is such a simp for Roman Reigns.
Unfortunately, that's the case.
I actually agree with you, Antwan. I actually agree with you.
What? Oh, I can go first in this time. You know what? No. How about she go first? Go first?
Hey.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
You go first, Antwan.
No. We're not gonna start this. You go first. You a lady. Go first. We're not gonna start this right now till later.
Guys. Chill.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Okay. Ryleigh, go ahead.
I don't remember much of it because I was rolling over the entire match and not really.
Yeah, you're just getting all horny over him.
I had to. But anyways, we already knew Rowan was gonna be obvious. You're acting surprised. What's gonna happen? No, wait. No, that's the wrong thing. I was thinking this was where Sheamus took it from Rowan. But no. That's not what happened. Anyways, I cried, like always. Are you surprised? I didn't think so.
You cry easily for Roman Reigns, you simp.
You all witnessed me cry back at Summer. Anyways.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we all knew that I'm gonna win. Anyways, next.
Is that it? You simp?
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead and blush over him right now as Lucas goes.
Yeah. You go ahead, do your own thing. We don't need to see what you're doing. Get off the screen. But only thing I say, I'm gonna say this. I hate the main event. God damn disappointing. The second most disappointing match on the show. It was just not it. Like, I don't know why. It just didn't mix right. It's like what was it? You mix unsweet tea with sweet tea. It doesn't work. There was some good spots in the match. You know, Roman Spear, Stephanie, Triple H giving a knee to Roman off the top rope when Roman's on the ropes and everything. That's only two I can remember, but I know the crowd was pissed off. The crowd was moving out of the building. Like that I would join the crowd to boot him. I'll be honest. But for face. But I'm gonna be honest. Like, I do not like the match. Like, it was just slow paced for me. It was just no. Like, it was just no. Like, it's not it for me. Like, I've never been a big fan of Roman for 2016. But even though I'm a big fan of his heel turn now, but I hated his face from because he was shoved down our throats for the past 5 years or 4 years or so. And I hated it so much. Wait a minute, whoa! Ryan, that was not Ryleigh. What was that face about? Wait a minute. No, I can't even go because you don't hear thinking like this. I know her face is now. I know to now. I do not want to know.
You fucking simp.
Exactly.
I can't help it.
But whatever. This match was just disappointing. I hated it. We all predicted Roman to win, so it's whatever. Like I hated the match, and I just Roman. I hate to say it, the only good match Roman had at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 31 against Brock Lesnar. Undertaker match was terrible. The other one with Brock was terrible. Your match was just decent, I guess.
That match was pretty good.
WrestleMania 36, he wasn't there. He's probably fucking his wife, getting his twins ready. Probably, I don't know.
That match
No. Riley's allowed to do that.
So wait, so Roman can have a side hoe?
That is not what I personally want.
So basically, Roman can have like two chicks at once. One that's basically barely aged, and then the other one that's basically his age now. Is this where we're going now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why am I in this call? Like, why?
Oh.
You know, I'm gonna take a call. I'm gonna take a roll with Jason. I'm gonna let I'm gonna let Antwan.
So is that it?
Yeah, I'll let
Antwan, you go ahead.
All right, now it's time to get to what I got to say about this. Now time to talk about Roman. Unfortunately, we got somebody in here that fantasizes about this nutcase. So time to talk about Roman. All right, first of all, the main event. I will say it was a great match, but it was boring at best. Though I guess because the pacing just wasn't all the way there. I'm gonna say what I got. So you can make any kind of face you want. I have a lot to say. So you might as well just park it right there, Missy. Now, as I was saying, this match has slow pacing, but I will give the benefit of the doubt. Triple H, he was there to put Roman over. Roman, he came out, new world champion. He had his moment right there. I will say, I won't say I was too happy for him because I despised the guy at that point in time. I despised him so much, but that was because his face run was running its course. I was getting sick of it, and I'm happy where he is right now because that's much better than this crap he was at these past couple of years. Because I was honestly getting drailed out and my tears to that point I wanted to just blow up on him, but. That we're gonna say that story for another day, but congratulations to Roman for having this big moment right there. Much as I have my it's a love-hate thing with Roman. I will say I have a deep amount of respect for him for everything that he's accomplished, and then having this moment right here to win at WrestleMania, to beat Triple H, beat the Authority at per se, to capture his first world championship here. I think. Was it his first world championship right here? Was it this the first?
No, this is not his first one because he beat Ambrose in Survivor Series 2015.
That's right.
But Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus cashed in.
Sheamus got involved, and
that's right.
Everything happened. So I was hyped for Sheamus. because I hated him.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I know you had to been. So it's no surprise. but it was nevertheless it was a great moment for Roman here, the main event of WrestleMania, and I hope to never see this again. But
Here we go.
for him.
What?
Don't ever. No, we're not gonna start that. So that's my opinion. Go find your bed and go lie in it. How about that?
I got the perfect song for Ryleigh and Rowan. Hold on. Give me one. Oh, shit. All right, hold on. I'm about to expose everything.
Is it my turn yet or what?
Yes.
Well,
I'm done. You can go.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
Finally. Everyone just go, as Antwan says, go find your beds and lie in them while I talk. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Only if Rowan's in it.
Okay, so all I'm gonna say about this is it's just a match that it was the main event was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but definitely you had some iconic moments like Roman Reigns, like Triple H's entrance was actually pretty good. Roman Reigns, that was the first entrance he would do by coming down the entrance because Roman used to go through the crowd. And basically everything, all I'm going to say about this is just Roman Reigns speared Stephanie McMahon. Roman went rope to rope to rope, hit the spear to Triple H, 1, 2, 3, and Roman won the title back. But that's all I'm going to tell you is that was the conclusion of the takeover of the rivalry of the Authority, as I don't know how I should say it, but Roman, it was the conclusion for the Authority. But definitely a way WWE was going to end WrestleMania. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's been 2 hours now, and since the episode started, and I guess we can get to the outros.
Well, before that, let's get to the rankings.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This match, it was a decent way to end off the show. And I know I'm happy for Roman. I know most importantly, Ryleigh is happy for Roman. You know what?
Oh.
This is a new nickname for her. The Roman Simp.
Don't say anything about
Okay,
Rowan,
well,
because she'll get turned on easily.
Well,
By the way, I got the perfect song for this. Hold on.
Lucas.
Okay.
I've actually did that down through drums.
Oh my god.
Well, Lucas, how would you rate WrestleMania 32 on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm actually gonna give it a 6. Actually, it was half good and half bad. I don't know. Like the pre-show match was shit. Triple H Rowan match was shit. The Shane and McMahon match was disappointing. Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar match was disappointing. I want good matches.
Strong opinions there.
See? Look at that.
AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, the women's match, and the ladder match. And that was pretty much it.
All right. Well, Ryleigh, what is your ranking?
If this is a 10, I'm going to hit myself with this computer.
I'm going to bang myself in the head. I know what's going to go.
It's an 11.
Start that shit.
No, but like I probably give it like a 7 or an 8. Bye, Lucas. Sleep well. Anyways, the show was in the main event. You already know.
Of course.
Oh.
The women carried the show, of course. And so did the Undertaker. Them, of course. Anyways, I give it like an 8.
Okay. Antwan.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a solid 8 out of 10. I would give it a 9 out of 10, but the reason I'm not giving 9 out of 10 is because of Roman. I don't have my I have my reasons. So because of Roman, it's not getting a 9 out of 10. But don't start with me. It's getting a solid 8. So it was a good show. Good show. So 8 out of 10. Obviously my favorite matches were Shane, Undertaker, the triple threat women's match for the crowning in our women's champion, Chris Jericho and AJ, the ladder match. Those to me were my favorite matches, and of course You know what Rowan did.
Just don't say it anymore. Just don't say it anymore.
The Rowan did for me was Roman. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot something.
That's right. So 8 out of 10.
I forgot to say something. Triple H's entrance was good that year too.
Okay.
All right. Wyatt, what's your ranking?
Wyatt, what's your ranking?
Before I speak, finally get to talk here. You guys, I don't know why you all like to pick on Ryleigh so much. She hasn't done anything to you all. I don't get why you all like this.
Look is better.
Just because she's a Roman simp, that doesn't mean you have to go off on her like that. Because as a Roman was hated time, but the show does get an 8 out of 10. That's all I'm gonna tell you all. It gets an 8 out of 10.
I agree. 8 out of 10. Outro's time.
Finally.
All right, Lucas. Since for saying finally, you go first.
Well, thank you guys for this train wreck of an episode of this Crash and Burn Wrestling podcast.
It's her fault.
We had a little bit of fun here with just bullying Ryleigh. You know, how to get a little payback. Getting bullied and everything on the show and everything. Shut the fuck up. I will kill you.
Lucas.
I'm not gonna listen to you.
Barnacle Boy right by on your lap where we can't see him.
No. I can show you my lap right now. It's not even there.
Yeah, they are. They're just really, really tiny because they're the size of SpongeBob.
The size of plenty.
Oh my gosh. This is why I don't want to say nothing.
What?
Oh my god. Okay. I did nothing to y'all. The only thing I gotta say is, first of all of you guys, all of you, especially you two piece of shits right here, fuck you all.
Oh, someone's a heel.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out there and kick in the ball and see how you like it.
Plug your Instagram.
I'm gonna make you see Jesus. I'm gonna make Antwan see Jesus. I'm gonna
Follow
make
him at Lucas_Rainmaker.
I'm gonna make Ryleigh see Jesus. Obviously see Jesus.
Say your intro. Say your outro. Say your outro. Say your outro.
Why do you look like you're being? Why do you look like you know? I'm not gonna say
Outro.
Okay. Adios. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Wyatt.
Fuck up.
Good night. Peace out.
Yeah, go find
Ryleigh.
Go find your bed, asshole.
Thanks for watching Crash and Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for watching me for Roman.
Ow! Fuck.
Interrupt me one more.
My head. I think I cut myself.
All right, go ahead, Ryleigh.
But most importantly, I just want to say thank you to everybody around the world for the way you do and just supporting what I've been doing ever since 2015 or 20, whenever the title was. It means a lot to future women's wrestler knowing that I support that I do have. It's making me very confident. And only on TikTok, I think I changed. I don't remember it, but probably Ryleigh or Roman. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Okay. Antwan.
All right. Now we got that shenanigans outro with let's go ahead and get the real outro with. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this great review we had over WrestleMania 32. I hope y'all take the time to
Find your bed.
to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our socials, and as always, continue crashing and burning. And once after you watch this video, take the time to go find your bed and go lie in it, and go do what a certain somebody go do and go simp over Roman. Too bad that is painful to deal with as it is. So enjoy that. And also, screw Roman. I can give two fucks about him. What's left? So there you have it. Find your bed and go lie in it. And see you the next time.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Before anyone goes, if anyone's lonely or whatever,
And also-
feel free to watch it. No, before anyone goes, before we get out of here, just, if you feel lonely during the day, go watch this podcast and watch us just pick on the hell out of each other. And, or just go on Match.com. You'll find a good one there.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Hope you all enjoyed this review of WrestleMania 32. Follow everyone here. Follow myself and follow Crash and Burn and the Moshcast. Subscribe to both podcasts. And that's all.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Crash and burn!